All right, Eli, we are back for Better Know Riverbend. It is our second installment of our 18-part series where we dress the same and we talk about each hole at Riverbend.
And we start a podcast and we go to Britain, and that's what we do.
And today on Me and My Golf, here is what we're going to do.
We're going to talk about Riverbend on Me and My Golf. We're going to butcher a British accent on Me and My Golf.
It's gonna go between Australian and English at the same time. We don't know what it's going to do.
Actually, I'm English.
I'm English. Today it's the fighting second.
The fighting second.
A par 5 for the ages. Jim Nance was here for the development of this hole. As you can see on the flyover, you can see Nance's face.
Yep. Cut into the grass.
In the mowing pattern.
Yep.
All right. It's a long par 5 from the back tees, and this bunker, it is 230 to the front.
Shouldn't even be in play. It
is 250 to fly. I'm going to hit driver here.
Yep. Same thing. Driver
right down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Even a big driver. And the prevailing wind is into you on this hole. So even a big driver is going to leave you
a lot of meat.
230, 225, 230 on a downhill from a hilly lie.
Over the
water. Again, wind probably at you.
You know, at sun on this hole is going to be blaring in your face like it always is.
At sun will always get you.
Yep.
What do you think here, Eli? If let's say you hit the perfect driver.
Yep.
And you've got 230. What are you doing?
I think it's 4-wood. It's 4-wood, but it's probably like a target line that is just to the right of the lake. Yeah.
Okay.
It's something that I know is getting over the water, but if I happen to turn it left, I got plenty of room to hit the green. And if I flare one to the right, you've got a mile to the right.
Yeah, I think the only issue with right is if you look at this green, you can kind of see everything goes this way.
Yes.
Everything slopes towards the water. So when you lay up right, especially if the pin is cut on the right side, it's going to be hard to get close to that. Let's talk about past triumphs and failures. The last 2 years, I have taken this hole, I believe.
Yep, and I think I've went OB both years. Right.
Right out again. What's our homeowner's policy?
And last year hit a fat chip. You want to put a montage together on this hole as well, or are we gonna?
Lenny, cue the fat chip.
We'll concede this hole.
Concession.
I'm 1-4. I'll take whatever I can get. All right, let's see. Greatest fears.
Tee shot to the right.
Okay.
Trees are there. Trees are there. You've not been left. The trees are there to knock you down, to help you out. There is nothing to the right to help you at all.
Other than that pool.
Other than that pool.
Line in a drain pool somewhere.
And even, what year was it you had a shot that we thought was barely off the fairway, and we couldn't even find it. Remember that?
Yeah.
Was it like 3 years ago?
Yeah, that was the third final major.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We got up there and we were like, at sun was blinding. We got up there and we were like, oh, it'd be like 3 feet off the fairway, and we just never found it.
Yeah, because Lenny, if you cue back to the fairway shot, here's what happens. It's tough to see from this angle, but if you're looking at from this tee shot, you don't have to hit it that far right.
Yeah.
To get a bad bounce and get in trouble. Because like on that one, I put it over the bunker,
but on a line, like it wasn't fading. It was
right.
Not like it
but
was
if you hit the
wrong,
knob over that bunker and it gets on the cart path, there's not a lot over here to stop it.
Is it a driver?
What's that?
Is it a driver? If you're going to lay up anyways, is it a driver hole?
My driver's going straight, so I'm so confident in my driver that I mean it's going to be driver. So,
All right.
I mean you can hit your four-wood farther than I can hit my driver. So I mean you
I
could
don't know
just
about that,
hit your
but-
four-wood over this bunker.
But it could be forward time. I'm gonna need to think about this. Maybe I go wedge. Just need to contemplate what we're gonna do here.
Okay, let's name this hole. This hole we named 2 years ago, Okie Afterbirth.
Because of the giant tree that was cut down in front of the water, that has to
Oh,
be it.
that's why. I didn't
Yeah.
know why we did. Okay.
Oh, that's staying. Okie Afterbirth is in.
yeah. So what you don't know is, let's go right here. Right here,
Yeah.
there used to be the most enormous. Was it an oak tree?
I'd have no idea. I don't know anything. We'd have to call your brother.
We have to- Jeff, what tree was it? Can you tell from the remains?
Man in the Woods. What's his handle on Instagram?
Man of the Woods.
What is he?
It's a Justin Timberlake album.
Yeah.
News from the Woods.
Guy
At
in the
News from
box.
the
Get
Woods.
back in that box.
Man in the can, get back in that can. So I think but there was a giant tree that completely changed the strategy of this hole until some wonderful person in the neighborhood went out with a chainsaw and cut it down.
Just like, by the way, without permission.
No.
Everybody woke up the next morning and the tree was dead. And by the way, when he says giant tree, I mean, that was probably a 40-foot tree. I mean,
Yeah,
it
if
was
you laid back, so
freaking
you-
enormous.
If you had to lay back to like what 160,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you could
easily.
put it over the tree. If you went laid to 130,
You couldn't get over it.
no,
Yeah.
you had to like try to hit a little skipper over the lake. I mean, it's so good that tree's gone.
Yeah.
Kudos to whoever has a chainsaw.
Kudos
in
to the psychopath that did that.
Riverbend community. All right, so we're keeping Okie Afterbirth.
In.
That is number 2. Hole number 2. We'll be back tomorrow.
Let's go.
Fight hard, everybody.
Well, Pierce and Andy.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am comfortable.
I am comfortable. I feel like if I had a piece
Thanks.
of toast right now, I would just wipe it, pick up some
Thanks
butter.
to you, Vuori.
Mm.
Ding. Lenny hit the ding.